Good morning, America, and welcome to the AM Buzz. And things have been busy since you've been at slumber overnight. And I just wanted to point out something that I just found that will bring a little light to why Pelosi has not brought this impeachment hearing to a head there in the House of Representatives. Stand by and listen to this short clip. Here we go.
If he takes the risk of going to trial and he's convicted, that could be seen as an impeachable offense.
If he's not a legitimately elected president in your mind, there are tools that Congress has.
But I think we're in impeachment territory now for the first time.
In your view, does that rise to the level of an impeachable offense?
Whatever the White House thought it was doing to defend itself or to head off this impeachment, is doing quite the opposite. Impeachment.
They've been talking impeachment for a while. Let's bring in Jason Chaffetz, former chairman of the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee, Fox News contributor, and author of a brand new book. It's called Power Grab, The Liberal Scheme to Undermine Trump, the GOP, and our Republic. Jason, they've been talking impeachment. Nancy Pelosi's been talking inquiry. So why haven't they had a vote?
The vote is very important. If Nancy Pelosi goes and stands before the world and says it's a formal impeachment inquiry, but then she doesn't have a vote. Why not? A, it's failed 3 times before, but more importantly, if they did have a vote, then the minority would get some rights. They would have subpoena authority. Nancy Pelosi does not want Doug Collins, the minority member, the ranking member on House Judiciary, to also be able to defend and to have subpoena authority.
So right now it's just lopsided. It's
lopsided. So they want to issue subpoenas. They want to do all this, but they don't want to give the minority the right to actually do the same thing. And that's why she refuses to do that.
If he were able to do that, or when he's able to do that, who will he be subpoenaing?
Oh, there's a whole host of people. I mean, Hunter Biden should be brought in right away. You can start to go through a whole list of things. Let's go find out and do some investigation. It's time for Republicans to play offense. Republicans are used to apologizing and trying to justify. Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats, they're always playing offense. But Nancy Pelosi knows that she's got to withhold that ability of the Republicans to actually do what they should be able to do, which is to create the other side of the case.
I mean, right away, they were talking about impeachment almost immediately after, but nothing would rise to that level. Why do you think this Ukrainian conversation, everyone seemed to be in sync, from certain media outlets to the Speaker of the House, before the call was even released, before the 9-page complaint was out?
It's a little too convenient that they had this perfectly drafted document. You had a speaker who now, said on 60 Minutes that she had a preview of it. You had Adam Schiff saying that he knew the identity of the whistleblower, but Devin Nunes didn't. It seems a little too scripted and too convenient, because you do have the Inspector General Horowitz and you also have Durham, who are coming out.
Right.
I think
with
it's
a
counter
narrative about the investigation of Donald Trump. But this, they hope, pun intended, trumps that.
Well, look, if Adam Schiff really had the goods on the president, then he would have led with that. Instead, he had to embellish with the president, said lie about it. And by the way, the House should stand up for itself. Kevin McCarthy should call and demand. They should have taken his words down in that committee. You cannot disparage the president. You can't address the president. There are House rules that they should go after this guy, and he should be censured, Schiff should, by the House of Representatives.
What guy?
Well, Schiff, when he goes, when he
did the parody.
He did the parody embellish. He lied about what the president said. I don't know that it's treason, but I tell you what, it is in violation of the House rules. They should have called it out, and the minority should do that. They should force these votes.
Pass on that. That's unbelievable. He was reading from a paper as if it was dialogue.
This was highly scripted. It was not some impromptu thing. He did it on purpose because the evidence isn't there. The evidence is not good enough. That's why they have to go out.
What happens next? Nancy Pelosi, when's the vote going to happen?
Well, it's of such urgent national concern that they had to go on recess for 2 weeks so the Democrats can go do the polling to try to figure out, let's figure out where we're going to go next.
It's 50-50 whether the people want it or not.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, this is another very interesting thing here that we need to take a look at, is that that was the most bizarre thing that I've ever seen since I've been monitoring these hearings and inquests up on the Hill. Adam Schiff has completely lost his mind. This is a gay XYGBDYN from Burbank. I mean, how the hell would anybody go in there and from an opposing team, say the Republicans, and try to get this guy out of Burbank would be quite a task. But Adam Schiff, when he is the head of the Intelligence Oversight Committee, and he started reading something that he had created, what was referred to as the Nancy Drew rendition of this investigation. Unbelievable, and read it at the hearing meeting. This guy is not playing with a full deck. His elevator is not going all the way to the top. We'll see what transpires with this. They should pull him off of the entire as being committee chairperson. Another good thing I want to be able to stress to everybody is the pattern that once we get rolling and launched, for people to go to acquire their news rather than just gravitating toward mainstream news. This is John B. Wells again. You've heard me talk about his site. He has a daily news that you can go over. This is for October the 1st of 2019. So we will go over here and see what he's got. It's loading up now, I do believe. Let's check. It should be. There we go. This is interesting here. Mitch McConnell, he said he will take up the impeachment trial. And what that means, who knows? He could get it and sit on it for forever or push it straight through. Biden and his son, Hunter, are, I would say, in about the most deepest water that you can possibly be in, on the wrong side of the safety part of the water. You know, Judicial Watch, they press for the press room. You know, Tom Fenton over there at the Judicial Watch is unbelievable. Great source. I follow him a lot. We'll start him going as well on our support teams. Then this impeachment deal is an absolute joke. But anyway, we'll play along. All that's going on, people, is this. This is just something that would keep the focus of the minions, us, the people with the power, from focusing on the real deals that are happening, have been ongoing for quite some time. We're focused right here on the fire, and what we should be doing is back there on the pipeline, turning off the fuel that's causing that fire. Turn it off. So they're having us focus on this while the real battle that needs to be won, has been going on for quite some time, but there's no focus on it. You know, we need to be talking about things like chemtrails. We need to be talking about what's going on here in the country with vaccines. We need to talk about the damn Federal Reserve, getting rid of that Federal Reserve. These are the things that we need to talk about that can clear up the issues happening in the country today. And we can only do that by aggregating as one solid unit, having one penny turn into millions of pennies, which means one voice turn into millions of voices, with focused intent and determination and action. And we can do that. That's what this is all about. That's what the Silent Supporters Society is all about. I bet Bannon's, well, maybe not so much Bannon, but the other one, Manafort. I bet he walks in some way. They had this Chinese guy that is accused of spying here on the U.S. and got him on tape. Now, this Pelosi lady, we've already gone over what the deal is with her. Can you believe that these people are still in office? Here I am, 66 years old, and going, these people should have been put to pasture a long time ago. We should get term limits. I mean, we should push for term limits. Oh, my God. I bet Ron Paul, that fellow there, his daddy, Rand Paul's daddy, I bet he about had a conniption fit over all this. And then these are the links that John B's got down below to support the videos above. Pelosi neck deep in the Ukraine, female Ukraine party girl connected to military governments is her legislative aide. Let's just look at this. This looks silly again. Breaking exclusive. Pelosi's neck deep in Ukraine. Oh my God. Connected to the military and the government is her legislative aide. Can you even believe this? It is so funny. Let me get this lower so we can see the whole thing. This is This is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. We need to come over here and read this. Where is this? This is at the Gateway Pundit. And check it out. I'm going to do it. Can you even believe this? This is wild. This is absolutely wild. We're living in a world of complete chaos. You know, I sit here and think it when the world has to resort to reaching so far down. Look at this. Oh my God. It's unreal. Humans are absolutely now. This is going to help you. That's what these people get all their advertisement ads, and they're having us look at this, and they know that we're going to stare at this crap here. Oh me! But the beat goes on. Enjoy.